Hello everyone and welcome to another Music Wednesday. Hope you're all still doing great and staying safe out there. Continue, by the way, to look at our Encore Education page so you can see what's going on in gym and art and media and everything else, okay? So without saying anything else, let's get started. What are our objectives for today's lesson? Well, some of it's familiar. Number one, I can read 16th, 8th, quarter, half, and whole notes along with their respective rests. Yes, we don't want to forget how to read these rhythms because we got to keep on practicing that skill because we will be reading rhythms and music into next school year as well. We just want to keep on developing and honing that skill, okay? Number two, I can find instruments through household objects. Yes, I want you to find some more objects around the house to play while we do our lesson today, okay? Number three, I can recognize rhythms, typo, I can recognize rhythms through listening, not through listening. So anyways, I'm going to be testing your oral skills today, okay? We're going to listen to some rhythms and you have to identify the rhythms by looking at a page where they're notated, okay? So we'll get to that at the end of the lesson. Let's see what we have for our warm-up today. It's going to be on the Beatles. Hopefully you're all familiar with the Beatles because they are a very well-known, I guess you could say essentially they're a rock band from England. But they are, yes, an English rock band formed in Liverpool in 1960. They lasted for 10 years and broke up in 1970 where all four members went their separate ways and pursued their own musical careers, okay? But the members consist of John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. And the primary writers of the songs are Mr. Lennon and Paul McCartney, okay? The band is regarded as the most influential band of all time, and they are also the best-selling music act of all time. But the band is rooted in a genre called skiffle. I had no idea what that was. I had to look it up. But it's a blend of jazz, blues, and American folk music with homemade instruments. And they're also rooted in 1950s rock. But the band incorporated sound elements of classical music, traditional pop, and they also explored everything from ballads to Indian music, psychedelia, and hard rock. Let's see what else. They are, as I said, the best-selling music act of all time because they've sold 183 million units in the U.S. and estimated sales of 600 million worldwide. And in 1988, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So for warm-up today, we will be using our household instruments again, and we're going to play a given rhythm, but we'll also do some more improv as well, okay? So the given rhythm is all notes that you're already familiar with. We're going to do quarter, eighth, 16th notes, and a quarter. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. 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 Okay? So that's what we're going to play there. And I actually like it more if we do all eighth notes on the first two beats. So if we could do 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. We could go with that, okay? So let's see what the music sounds like. It's definitely an old hit. It's called When I Get Home. Came out in 1964. So there's a snippet of the song for you, okay? So hopefully you have your instruments by now. We are going to get started. We will alternate instruments as we do the warm-up, and we will improvise as well, okay? So here we go from the top. 1, 2, ready, go! Ready, go. It's kind of tough if you're not doing it with 2 sticks. Swamp. Ready, go. for you. Moving
To
on
fly a
to
rocket
our...
ship, you need to be an
No astronauts today. No astronauts. Okay, so unless you, of course, you want to be an astronaut, yes, go ahead and do your research and see if that's a career for you. All right, we are going to move on to our Rhythm Dojo, as we have been doing. Just to review through all our rhythms. Doesn't matter which instrument you use during this warm-up, okay? Here we go from the top. Whole notes.
Everybody was
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Quarter notes. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 repeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 notes and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Back to the quarter notes. Follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what's coming next? 16 notes, go! 20 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a squat. On to our next slide. Here we go from the top. 3. 1, 2, first line and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, repeat and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, next line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, next line and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and again. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and next line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 and a 2 and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 and a 2 and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 and a 2 and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 and a 2 and a 3, 4. All right. Good time with Rhythm Dojo. Just reviewing those rhythms. Okay. Hopefully no ads this time. Well, it was trying to.
Danny and Grant.
Bye, Danny. Okay, now it's on to our listening portion, okay? So this is definitely different. We haven't done anything like this in class, I don't believe. But we're going to practice our listening skills. So you've learned all the rhythms that we just did, of course. So we're going to put your listening skills to the test. And here's what's going to happen. So I will play one of these rhythms that you see up on the board, okay? 1 through 9, one of those rhythms. And after repeating each one of the rhythms, we'll do it a couple times. You must choose which rhythm you think was played, okay? So, for example, if the rhythm sounds like 1 and 2 and, then those would be eighth notes. So you got to look for the rhythm that starts with 1 and 2 and whatever else it has in there, okay? So, and then if you hear one beat of silence, then yeah, that would be a quarter rest. So you got to find which rhythm has that quarter rest in it, okay? So we're going to be playing along to some beats as we do this, and I'll try to cycle through all these rhythms at least once, and we're going to repeat each one 3 or 4 times, and then I'll give you a few moments to tell me which one you think is the correct rhythm, okay? So let's go to our first beat. All kinds of great beats out there. Alright, so I want you to repeat it after me, okay? 1, 2, here I go. Now you. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you. Here I go. 3, 4. One more time. Okay. Now, which one of these rhythms do you think is it? The answer is number 5, because I started with 2 beats of rest. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Held my hand down for 2 beats for that half note, okay? All right, so let's go on to the next one. 1, 2, here I go. Now you. Here I go. Now you. Here I go. Which one is the correct rhythm? The answer is number 2. It was sounds like this. 2E and a 3, 4E and a 1, 2E and a 3, 4E and a. Okay, on to the next one. Which rhythm is correct? Here I go. Remember, repeat after me. Now you. Here I go. Now you. One more time, me. Okay, which one is correct? I played number 9. If you thought it was 4, not quite right, because I held it down for 2 beats. I didn't lift my hands up for that 1 beat of rest right there, okay? That's the difference. Okay, here's the next one. Here I go. Now you. Now me. Now you. Here I go. Okay, which one is correct? You heard it 3 times. The correct rhythm is number 1. Sounded like 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Okay. Let's swap up the beats. I really like this beat though. We're going to go to one that I used in a previous class. Alright, we still got some more rhythms out there. Keep on listening. Here I go. Now you. Here I go. Now you. Here I go. One more time. Which one is correct? Number 4. That time I had a rest on the end, so which one of those made sense? It was this one because I had 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Let's listen again. Which rhythm will it be this time? Here I go. Now you. Here I go. Here I go. Okay, which one is correct? This one, number 3, sounds like 1E and a 2, 3 and a 4, 1E and a 2, 3 and a 4. Okay, let's do another one. 1, 2, here I go. Now you. Here I go. Now you. Here I go. sounded like it had 16th notes on the first beat? The answer is number 8. 1 and a 2 and 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and 3, 4. There you have it. Let's do another one, just a few more. 1, 2, here I go. 1, 2, 3. Now you. 1, 2, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, here I go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one should be obvious. There was one time I played, and it was on beat number 3. The answer is number 7. Rest on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's swap up the beats one more time. Alright, here we go, a few more. Listen, here I go. Now you. Here I go. Now you. Here I go. One more time, you. Here I go. Okay, which one is correct? Sounds like 1 and 2 and a 3, 4. It was number 6. 1 and 2 and a 3, 4. Let's go again. 1, 2. Here I go. Now you. Back to you. Which one was it? Yeah, I just seen if I could fool you. I just did number 6 again. Okay, alright, let's move on. Here's another one. Last rhythm, okay? Last one for the day. Here I go. Here I go again. Now you. Here I go. One more time, you. Okay, which one is it? I went back to number 1. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. There you have it. Okay, hopefully this was a good listening exercise for you. Got to test your oral skills in a different way, okay? Cool, so let's recap on today's lesson. Just a few things, not much. Number 1, how many beats does an 8th rest get? We didn't even see them today, but since you know how many beats an 8th note gets, you should know what an 8th rest gets. Half of a beat. What about a whole note? 4 beats. A quarter note. Just one. Number 2, can you identify the notes that I am playing? They are 16th notes. What about these notes right here? Quarter notes. I'll do one more. What kind of notes are these? They are half notes. So hopefully you were able to listen and get those right. That's just all practicing on what we just did. Listening and identifying rhythms, notated rhythms, okay? So, cool. That is our lesson for today, folks. And hope you enjoyed it. You can keep on practicing those listening skills. Just see if you can listen to some of your music that you like and find some of the rhythms that we have learned in class. That'd be a pretty cool thing to do on your own. So anyway, hope you had fun and continue staying safe, and I'll see you all on the next Music Wednesday. Later.